Welcome back to No Bias Hoops. Today, I'm just going to do power rankings for this whole episode. All right, let's get into it. First, definitely has to be Denver. They've been disrespected enough, and their only really thing that got worse was Bruce Brown. And that's big. That's going to really hurt them. But I'm sorry, I can't disrespect them like everyone else. I'm leaving Denver at 1. Number 2, Boston. Yeah, many people would put Milwaukee here. Dame Giannis, I think it's going to be really good there. But Boston has too much depth and then 4 all-star players. Boston's really, 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 really good. So don't sleep on Boston. 3, Milwaukee. Dame and Giannis, they've shown in the preseason they're going to be good. And two of the best players in the NBA on the same team with still a bunch of other good players like Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. Bro, don't sleep. Milwaukee's going to be good. I got to put the Lakers at 4 because I feel like Phoenix isn't deep enough and they're going to have injuries. And I feel like the Lakers showed at the end of last season that they built a team that's not just 3 stars and then whatever else we can buy. We have our 2 stars, and we just build a really complete roster that works well together. So I really like LA in spot 4. 5, Phoenix. I don't love Phoenix. I don't know. We'll see what happens there, but I just don't love that they have essentially 0 depth. I mean, the Dame trade helped a little bit, but DeAndre Ayton is way better than Jusuf Nurkic, so who knows? But so Phoenix is 4. 5, I'm going to say Cleveland. They got Max Strus, didn't really get any worse, and all their players are young and ready to go. Evan Mobley might be an all-star this year. Darius Garland should have been an all-star last year. So Cleveland. 7 is Sacramento. I don't get why people have them missing the playoffs. Do you forget they were the 3 seed last year and almost beat Golden State? They were just a little bit too young, and Steph Curry was like, I'm not going out like that. Sacramento is gonna be good again this year. They didn't lose anyone. I mean, I didn't like the Rashawn Holmes trade. You trade your pick and just re-sign everybody. Harrison Barnes' contract was bad, but it's not like they got any worse. Sacramento. Next, Philadelphia. I mean, yeah, they have James Harden situation. That's bad, but you have Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. You signed Kelly Oubre, who, how did he get on a minimum contract? Do you forget he was good for Charlotte last year? And yeah, it's Charlotte, but he's going to be good for them. They still have a lot of good players, D'Anthony Melton. And yeah, they did lose some players, but their small offseason pickups were really, really good. And they're going to, either James Harden's going to play for them or they're going to get a couple role players for him. Either way, Philadelphia is just going to be at least solid next season. Miami, I definitely could have put Miami way higher on this list, but how do you let Gabe Vincent and Max Strus walk? How? I don't get it. I know you were trying to get Damian Lillard, but you sign him, and if, the Damian Lillard trade's not going to work, then you trade Max Strus to Cleveland with a sign and trade. Then, yeah, maybe you can't get Gabe Vincent to the Lakers, but someone's going to pick up Gabe Vincent. The Lakers robbed Gabe Vincent and had the best offseason of the year, other than maybe Boston. But they definitely had the best free agency. But I just didn't like anything Miami did this offseason. It was all bad. And then now I bet Tyler Hero doesn't feel like he belongs there because they're like, we're going to trade Tyler Hero. Just not good in Miami. Next, the Knicks. Definitely, again, another team that could be higher. Jalen Brunson played for Team USA this offseason. He was good there. Their team's good, but again, it's basically like everyone's like, we don't believe in Julius Randle because he had another bad playoffs. bro didn't miss a game for you until the end of the season because of an injury that he had no control over. And he was injured a little bit during the playoffs. You can't, I don't understand. Knicks fans are so mad at Julius Randle for like no reason. Next, the Golden State Warriors, bro, they got Chris Paul, and who knows, that deal could end up being awful or good. Jordan Poole could end up being really good for the Wizards, but the Warriors are going to be good still, probably. Next, I'm going to put the Thunder. I think Giddey's an all-star this year. I think Shea's an MVP candidate this year. I think Chet Holmgren's definitely, it's him or Wemby, if there's no injuries. Because, like, yeah, there's definitely some other very good players, but just watching the preseason, it's him or Wemby. And then the next one, the Jazz. Bro, people are disrespecting the Jazz. I mean, they're going to be good this year. I don't get why they wouldn't be. And they might even make a point guard splash at the deadline for like Malcolm Brogdon or something. The Jazz are going to be good this year. Probably. Then the Timberwolves next. Ant will probably make his next step. Maybe Gobert and Cat works. Probably won't, but who knows. So I don't really know about Minnesota, but I will put them there for now. Next, Portland. Bro, everybody is sleeping on Portland. Portland Trailblazers are actually good this year. Just don't forget about them. All right, my next one, I'm going to have a tie between Brooklyn and Memphis. I can't disrespect Memphis like that, but with Ja missing and all that turmoil in the locker room, who knows? But they still have Jaren Jackson Jr. They'll probably be way better than this, but I'm just going to put them here for now. I mean, it's just a power ranking. And then Brooklyn, I don't really know, man. They're going to have to try to win, but without throwing away picks, because they're also still in a rebuild, and they're not that great. They are good, but they're not, like, amazing, so probably more of a play-in team, but I just don't love where Brooklyn's at right now. Next, Indiana. I put Indiana ahead of a lot of older teams. They're going to surprise you. Indiana, I honestly think they might be a playoff team this year. But I'm going to put them here. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself and put them in the playoffs. But Indiana, there. Next, Dallas. I think Dallas either is about here or they make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, great. If they don't, Luka's going to request out. I'm sorry. Like, he just is. It's a horrible front office right now. So, Dallas, I'll put them there. Next, it's basically a four-way tie between the Pelicans, Clippers, Raptors, and Hawks. I'm not excited about any of those teams. Pelicans, bro, you have to figure out Zion. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so bad. And then the Clippers, if Kawhi and Paul George are injured again this season, you're screwed. You just have to trade everyone away. The Raptors, I mean, they basically were just like, let's just let Fred VanVleet walk for nothing. Let's just sign some guys like Dennis Schroeder, which good pickup, but like, I don't know what's going on in Toronto. And then Atlanta, I'm a little bit more excited about. You got Trae Young, okay, but he can't really defend at all. Then you got DeJounte Murray. Well, he can defend, but him and Trae didn't really work. Then you got like Clint Capella, who's been on the trade block the last 5 billion years. And then you got like OG Anunoby, Onyeka Okongwu, and AJ Griffin. So I'm not excited for them. I don't really know, man. And then next, I'm going to put Orlando there. I don't know. I just feel like, I think that their young core is getting better and their point guard room is actually kind of deep. So I'll put Indiana there. Chicago next because they still have DeMar DeRozan. They'll at least be okay. But Chicago needs to just tank. They can't build off this core unless they can somehow squeeze like Luka in the offseason, but they can't. And then these are the teams that are like the rebuilding teams. I think Washington could do better. I think San Antonio could maybe do better, but I don't really know, especially with the competition above them. So I'm just going to say Houston, Washington, San Antonio, Portland, and then Charlotte. Charlotte just had awful. You re-sign everyone, don't do anything else, draft Brandon Miller, and then Miles Bridges. Probably career's over. Kai Jones, I mean, I honestly kind of feel bad for the guy, but probably career's over. Like, nothing went well for Charlotte, and nothing ever goes well for Charlotte. I don't know what Charlotte's gonna do. They're in a better position than the Clippers, but at the same time they aren't, because the Clippers, oh shoot, we're screwed over. Oh, but like Luka, oh, he'll come in free agency because it's LA. What, like Charlotte? Ooh, someone's gonna come to Charlotte. No, nobody wants to play for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball, bro, give him a year or two and he's like, I'm out. It's not good stuff in Charlotte. So anyways, those were my power rankings for this season. Let me know if you like them, and peace out.